Dory, and in this episode of Ask STARBASE, we're going to be looking into a question submitted by Matee from South Elementary School. Matee wants to know, why do living things sleep? While creatures throughout the animal kingdom rest in many different ways, one thing we all have in common is that we need that rest. Scientists have found signs of sleep, or in the very least rest, in organisms ranging from 1 millimeter long nematode worms to blue whales. An animal is considered to be asleep or resting when it is quiet and relatively still and responds slower to changes in its environment. Despite its popularity, we haven't quite figured out why sleep happens in the first place. For now, I'll share some theories behind why living things sleep as the STEM community works to reach a stronger conclusion. One theory, known as the indolence theory of sleep, suggests that if an animal has a full stomach and has taken care of any social necessities, it will go to sleep because there's nothing else it has to do. Critics suggest that doesn't make much sense, as sleeping animals are more likely to be eaten than those who are awake. Another idea would be that sleep helps us to conserve energy, as a mammal's body temperature goes down during sleep and we don't move as much. The prefrontal cortex of the brain, where we make decisions, isn't active, so the hypothesis suggests we don't use as much energy. However, when we compare a person sleeping to a person resting on a couch, the sleeping person only saves about 100 to 120 calories. Sleep is also closely connected to the body's immune response, based on studies that have found subjects who were sleep deprived for a week had 50% less antibodies than they did before. Rats who were kept awake for 2 weeks died, with no other detectable cause of death. Our need to sleep could also be related to removing toxins from our brains. An area of the brain known as the lymphatic system removes the fluids between brain cells, which may also remove any leftover neurotransmitters. This system is most active when we are asleep. Brain plasticity is another possible explanation and one of the more popular theories. In addition to allowing our bodies to rest and grow, sleep allows our brain to rest. Our brains are able to recognize and process our experiences while we sleep, ranging from information we are trying to learn to emotional experiences. This idea is supported by emerging research where people who sleep in between learning new things are better able to remember that information the next day. Other studies related to REM sleep suggest that this form actually helps us to reset our emotions and process important events in such a way that when we remember them later, we don't get emotional about them. While some or all of these theories may be the reason why we sleep, what we do know is that sleep allows our bodies to repair systems that are otherwise stressed when we are awake. Thank you for watching this episode of Ask STARBASE. And a special thank you to Matee for submitting this question. If you have a STEM question you would like to find an answer to, please send it to ask@starbase-ct.com, or you can go to our website, starbase-ct.com, to send it in there. In the meantime, stay safe, be well, and get plenty of rest. Bye!